It's a funny story because Toronto Life wanted to do a story on the show. And then they found out that 3 nights a week we were beating Leno and Letterman in Canada. Well, all of a sudden it went from a cover story because Toronto Life's a bunch of fucking assholes. I used to call it Toronto Still Life. I would call it Toronto Still Life on the air, and they hated my guts. So they were hoping to do a hatchet piece on me. And I was supposed to get the cover. But when they found out the ratings were so good, I didn't get the cover. I got a little banner across the top that said, "Guess who's beating Leno and Letterman? You won't believe it." Not even the name of the show. And they put this story begrudgingly in the middle of the magazine. And that made me laugh like crazy. Because I always worried about that stuff, I always said to them all the time when they wanted me to do this, 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 and this. When the Globe and Mail wanted to do a piece, I said, okay, you better understand something. This isn't America. If you are trotted out way too much, Canadians don't like it. I said, I got a show 5 nights a week. Therefore, that's plenty. I don't have to do this. I don't have to have 2 primetime specials. Like they were considering me for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Canada, right? They went with Pam Wallen instead. After seeing her do it, I now go, maybe they should have gone with me. But my concern was, you know what? That's primetime. I'm on 5 nights a week. Seeing me in primetime might be too much for people. I didn't like the idea. I didn't like it at all. And, you started getting into stuff like that, and magazines wanted to do this. I mean, the second year, it was unbelievable. Every time I turned around, somebody wanted to do a story on the show, and it was great because I thought it's going to help the show. But I was also a little nervous about it because, somebody said to me once, "Do you think your show helped create a star system?" And I said, not only do I not think that, I said, you don't even want to use that word in this country unless you went to the U.S. and made it. Because I said, the most you can expect from Canada is, oh, this person's somewhat well known. You'll get away with that. You won't ever get away with the word star, right? That's an issue. I'll never forget this. When we were live, I used to see the commercials when I threw the commercial, right? Had a guy on who was in some CBC show. He was really not a famous guy. He was Canadian. I mean, any Canadians we had on were either really famous or not famous at all. And this was one of the not famous at all guys. I'll never forget the time I threw to a Tylenol commercial and the guy I was interviewing was in it. That's when I went, okay, you know what? Anytime you think you're too fucking big, think back to this moment. Because that, to me, was the funniest thing that ever happened. When I threw to a commercial and this fucking guy I'm interviewing is in it. I'm treating him like a big star. He's in the commercial. Made me laugh my ass off.